What's going on, guys? It's your boy CJ here. You're now tuned in to Sarah Harrison exclusive 12 Days of LITTmas.
It's another episode of Sarah Harrison exclusive, 12 Days of LITTmas, and I promise you this is an exclusive. He's had a crazy year, not a year actually, half a year, and everyone knows about him now. It's CJ, he's joining me virtually. What's good?
What's going on, guys? How you doing?
Listen, I mean, I had Stax reach out to me. I'm just gonna go straight in there. July this was, and as soon as I heard the record, I was like, all right, this is out of here. This is it. Like, this is the perfect ingredient to a DJ set. Granted though, it was a pandemic, so I really want to know, CJ, what made you just dive in head first, drop a song like this in the middle of a pandemic? We're talking about Whoopty.
Yeah, during COVID, everybody was home, just quarantining and stuff like that. So it was like, we was kind of just missing that whole, energy, especially New York. We was missing that New York style, that New York bop, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like that lane was wide open for me. So I felt like it was just my chance to, try it out and go crazy.
This is it, the energy. Everyone was just like sleeping like during quarantine.
Pretty
And
much.
as soon as Whoopty, I feel like you've really bridged the gap, or have been able to bridge the gap between a DJ record and a streaming record, right? Because you are from New York, which is really the home of hip hop. Tell me why it was important for you as a New Yorker to reach the DJs and to make sure that the DJ community really messed with this song.
Yeah, the DJs are big influences, especially like, in the hip hop game. They got the radio stations on lock, especially clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like when everything pretty much started opening back up, the DJs were, playing that record heavy in the club. So, that made a huge difference in what the record is today.
This was July from July onwards or before July?
Nah, it was from July onwards. That's when I have released the record.
Wow. So it's crazy to think that probably not a lot of the clubs were open. I think there was like quite restrictions.
I think we started opening up a little later on, maybe like August, September-ish, you know what I'm saying?
We're talking about Staten Island. That's where you're from, specifically in New York. But not only that, you also rep the island of Puerto Rico. I would like to know, because I'm also from an island, and there's this sort of like stigma that we have this island mentality, which is like we really want to push forward. There's a drive in us that's like, we're going to stand out. Is that something that you feel like you grew up around? Is that the family household that raised you, that type of mentality?
Yeah, and I also, that too, but I also just want to, do it for our people. Like, there ain't too many, Latin artists, especially in the hip hop industry. You know what I'm saying? So I think we had like, maybe like Fat Joe, repping for Puerto Ricans. Ain't too many of us. Shout out to Cardi B. She's Latin as well. So there ain't too many of us. So I feel like, just putting off our culture, our heritage is just, is bigger than, it's bigger than music.
Yeah, well, there's obviously J.I. the Prince right now. Have you guys cooked
shout
anything
out
up?
to J.I. Yes, sir.
Yeah. You've cooked something up already?
We got something in the works, shout out to his manager, Gabi. I actually had linked up with J.I. maybe like a few months back. But, as soon as we lock in, it's gonna be crazy.
You know what would be interesting is if you manage to not just bridge the gap between, Latin artists that are popping in South America, but also having them work in your space of drill. So having Latin artists on drill music, can you see that happening?
Yeah, 100%. It's crazy because that's probably one of the records that's gonna be done is a drill record with me and him. So that's gonna go crazy.
And it's ready. It's done. It's bounced.
It's still in the works. It's still in the works. We still got to lock in.
One thing that I like about you is that you saw a formula work with other artists, specifically from New York, actually. Pop Smoke, Designer, even Bobby Schmurda, the YouTube community, the YouTube type beats community has really just birthed a new wave of artists. And do you think that this is, you want to take this formula all the way, or do you see yourself kind of locking in a bit more with producers in live in real time?
Yeah, now I kind of, I'm eventually gonna switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a versatile artist, so I'm definitely gonna like, pivot the direction that I'm going in. So as far as the drill thing, I'm gonna keep it going for a little while because it's hot right now. But eventually, I definitely want to switch it up and work with other producers, work with other artists in different genres.
So if you had to, yeah, if you had just an unlimited directory of numbers right now, who would you call on first? That maybe you grew up listening to and you're like, nah, like one day that is the person, I need the credits from that person.
I ain't gonna lie. You took my producers or you took my artists?
No, producers.
Our producers, Axl Beats. I think he's actually from the UK as well. He's super dope. Shout out to Axl. He actually reached out to me like maybe like 2 months ago. So we got something coming real soon.
Fire.
I grew up listening to pretty much just like shout out to Scott Storch. He was popping. Back in the early 2000s. Um,
He's got some joints now though, like on the low.
he does. He made his comeback. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Scott. Um,
Mm.
Not really. I don't really know too much on the top of my head, but I definitely want to lock in with a different few producers. We're gonna make it
I think
happen.
you and Swiss Beats as well would do something fire. I just want to see that New York, like,
Yeah,
in your
yeah, yeah.
face energy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Sure, for sure.
As I said, this is New York representing, and you've taken it even a step further with now the official cosign by Coke Boys, French Montana. This makes sense to me, man. This makes all the sense. To what extent is that partnership, CJ?
Yeah, nah, that's just that's family right there. Shout out to French. He basically just wanted to just you know make sure everybody knows. He's co-signing the new artist coming out. You know what I'm saying out of New York. So it was basically just like a stamp. You know what I'm saying? Like he just wanted to just show love.
What would you say is French Montana's Whoopty throughout his career?
Oh man, French Montana's Whoopty. Um, Either not Pop That because Pop That he had features on it. It was either Shot Caller or Ain't Worried About None. Shot
Still
Caller, I
pull.
think that might have been his breakout record. So
Yeah, exactly. And one thing that I've heard is your uncle, who is closely watching your rise, really. I heard him say that you are the future. What would you say that future is, in your words?
just trying to just be one of the greats in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Just be consistent and still be relevant in the next 5 to 10 years. Still making hits.
What do you think is the secret formula to staying relevant? Do you think?
You just gotta be consistent. Just either keep up with the wave or make the new wave. You know what I'm saying? You don't get lost in the sauce and just keep working.
And you have to keep up with all these like social media platforms because you definitely hit the spot with TikTok challenges like that. That really flipped the script now. Like it's
Hmm.
completely changed how I could see it, contributing to Billboard, like all of that stuff. Because I've spoken with K Camp, and when Lottery took off on TikTok, the business wasn't even figured out yet with
Yeah.
TikTok, like the back end and actually making money from TikTok. So I think you literally hit that right when it was
Yeah,
pivoting.
perfect timing.
Yeah, word. Well, UK artists then. So you've mentioned Axl. Who else do you think in the UK is really on that CJ wave?
Um, I really gotta like do more homework as far as UK artists, but I heard there's a dude out there named Fredo. I heard he's popping out there. So maybe we get some work done in the future. But yeah, I definitely got to do some research and do my homework on some UK artists. I definitely want to get more info.
I'm gonna get Stacks on the line and we can figure it out. We can make something happen, man, for sure. Well, CJ, when is the drop date for new music for you? I know this is, as I said, it's been 6 months. It's only half a year, and it's taken off literally like a rocket ship, man. Like when do you anticipate the new music to be dropped?
We're trying to drop. Well, I got another single ready to go. We're trying to drop. Super early next year. Maybe the first month. Um, also got a visual coming with it, so that's gonna be dope. So yeah, we just, we it's all about time, and we just trying to time it out right.
It's Christmas now, holiday season, so you get that rest as much as you can because it's going to be a big 2021 for you.